Okay. Okay. Which part of the world are you? Mama, can you tell us? Sorry, my ear is here. She will help us to take notes. That's why. So in
Okay.
case you be wondering who is on the call.
No, it's fine.
So which part of the world are you?
You and who? I'm in Ghana. Which part of the world, yeah?
And
So that
that's
was
also
what I was
part of the
surprised
world.
because I expected this to go through. I'm coming in today. I'm coming this evening. So these are the things I want to put in place before. Well, I know we can't do all of it. It's not even possible. I wanted to talk to you first before setting out. I
Okay.
think I have in terms of strategy, everything, but physical, any workings was what I wanted to talk to you about first. So I don't know. Let's run this how you want us to.
Okay. So it's a new company.
No, additional, but new things will be added.
Okay.
All in education line. Um, so starting with it's Lagos. As much as I've run away from
As I've run
Lagos,
away from Lagos.
um, I think it's finally time. There's no way I can push it away again. So Lagos,
Okay.
the existing one that you know, which is Edu Republic, is the study abroad
Yes.
and visa agency. So that's what we do. Look for schools, process applications, then do visa packages. So the additional one coming is the first one is I don't have a name for it. Like I am still pushing my spirit because I want to be sure about the name. But it's a tutorial center, like we would have tutorial centers. Um, yeah, for extra classes.
Okay.
Yeah, tutorial center for extra classes. One thing I want to mention is it's all going to be in the same building. So what I have gotten, well, we've not finalized, but what I've gotten is like where you can get a one stop one stop shop.
Yes.
Yes. So a tutorial prep class.
Okay.
Yes. Then
Okay. So okay, continue, please.
yes, for the tutorial one, that's the one I'm kicking off with alongside Edu Republic. So I want to start with the two. I mean, ideally, it should be three, but I would also explain the other ones so that as we go on in the journey. Then the next one is what I'll call a skills center.
Okay.
For these particular skills, is not the soap making, candle making, not that. So this one is tech, things like
Okay.
UX, UI. So everybody
Mm-hmm.
who is not going to do study abroad, who is not going to a tutorial center to go into a university, they want to get a 6 months program, 3 months program. That's where this comes in. So it's this one I have is a hub. Yeah, so Hub Republic. Um, then Ayo, I know I'm not a. I promise you, I'm not weird. Then the one that embodies all of this is a media center, which is like a content creation arm of it. So everything
Okay.
education, you see what you are doing, what Apropos Doctor is doing. Everything education, everything news, that is where that comes under to talk about and to create content around. So it's four under one. The question would be start with one first. I know I've started with Edu Republic. The push I've been getting in my spirit for the past 3 months, 6 months has been the tutorial center, which is what I'm kicking with, and the content aspect. In fact, I think the content aspect was the one that pushed me more. And I know we just have to do this. And the content aspect. If all things being equal, if artisans behave well and normal, the plan was to kickstart from end of April, which technically is May. But if artisans refuse to paint the paint where, I mean, I don't, I'm just giving that example.
Yeah.
So these are the three. I want to clarify that these are the four. I want to clarify that in all four, what I have registered is Edu Republic as an agency. My question that I've been asking myself is, I want all of them under one umbrella. Let something unify them. They are all under education. So I've been thinking, I know the name Republic, of course. That was one of the names I've gotten years ago. So it's likely whatever name I'm putting every other one under would have Republic. However, I want to know, do I need to do registrations for all of these other ones so they come under a sister body? And one of the things also that I want to solve from beginning now is anything that has to do with registrations, tax clearance, because it's Lagos. And unlike outside the city, where you can get away with, I don't want anybody to come and disrupt anything. So every due diligence that I need to is what I want to. That's to start with. Then staffing. I want to be completely independent of every kind of staffing. All I want to be responsible for is, this is the idea in my head, this is the structure in my head. I want to put it down because I noticed for every time I'm involved in anything staffing, I am torn, I get stretched. So I just want to think of this is the vision that I have in my head, and this is how I want it down. So staffing, anything that has to do with staff support, HR, very independent of it. Everything that has to do with, if possible, salary, very independent of it too. Let me see what else. Yeah, those are the things. Of course, I know that for strategy, which I feel like is a strength, I would still need some sort of support. So if your organization, if there's anything you do around that too, I'll still need some support because it's easier said, it's easy to say all of this. But once I start, and with my 9 to 5, I don't want, again, a situation where you would need something and I would hold you back. So everything that it would require, what do you also propose as a company? What would you offer? Everything that you would require from my end. Yes. So yeah.
Okay. So let me just run down from what I understand from all that you are saying.
Yes.
As it is right now, I know Edu Republic is already in existence.
Yes.
And now we're looking at another company that is the Tutorial Center, strictly Tutorial Center for all the tutorial prep classes and all.
Yes.
Then there's another that is Skills Center in the aspect of tech and all of that. Then there's the Media Center.
Yes.
And the question is, how we are going to bring all of this together?
Yes, please.
And looking at what you said, you're going to have different accounts and different staff for all of these companies, right? Is there a point where you administer them as a whole, or that everybody is on their own?
I would want everybody to be on their own. Where they meet would be HR and accounts, and maybe a general operations person. I think the example I can give now would be, if you look at Here's Holding, they have, is it Transcorp Power? They have Transcorp, they have UBA. Yes, there's a general, I am thinking I used to call the woman ONG. That woman that used to wear scarf up and down. Their director.
Yes.
However, each places have somebody heading them.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's what I am looking at. I know that for the start, again, because I have to be honest with you, again, this will take a lot of investment. That's why I said I am happy not to start everything at the same time. But I want everybody independent because that's the only way I think we would be able to get traction for who is bringing what which is bringing what in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so staff that you'll be needing here, are they going to be on ground, or are some people going to work remotely?
Nigeria network. This one is not my network, Rebecca.
Are you sure? Hey, you not hear me.
You said I heard something. The staffs I'm going to be needing.
I to be on ground, or they can be virtual. They can work remotely.
Edu Republic would not have a lot of staffs. Because it's an agency, it's something I do it now, even here. I have some people working remotely. So Edu Republic might be the one, it might have just one person. Yeah. Okay. Tutorial center would have staffs on ground because it's teaching physical. So the staff would be teachers, preferably people around the location. Okay. Location I want to use is Aja.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll give you details on exact place. Once like I said, I'm coming back to them. I've told some people to help me source for some agents rather. So tutorial would definitely need grounds on staff, teachers majorly, then an admin or a receptionist or whatever it is that ensures everybody meets up with their timetable. Yeah, if someone has a class in the next 30 minutes, the person would have started following up. So the interesting thing about the tutorial center that I'm looking at is not a on ground, you have to come and stay from 9 to 5. No. If you're according to timetable, so it's there's morning session, there's night session, evening session, not night session. If your classes is in the next 1 hour, at least 1 hour before, you should be around, because we don't, one of the things that I would not want, I don't want to delay any student. So there has to be an admin person there that is following up to say, okay, you have maths now for this particular class. Are you close by? And all. So they don't have to be 9 to 5. And the reason I decided on that is, one, teachers would have other jobs. Teachers have other lessons, so that it's also appealing to them such that they can, you don't have to sit all through. You can drop by and go when you're done. Yes. Yeah. And so the person there is doing several jobs, ensuring that people meet up with their time of class, especially the staffs, ensuring that everything that is needed for a class is there. If marker is not enough, supplies, basically, I don't know, I think it's up to you. I don't know what name to give that person. Ensuring that even students, because that's another thing I've noticed. I've done a test run of it in Ibadan, and that's one thing I noticed. I did a small consulting for someone, so that wasn't mine. That even students are not loitering. They are in the exact class they should be in. And when they are done with whatever is on their timetable, they leave. But I don't know how we control that leaving part, because students will be students. Yeah, so that admin person. Then for the hub training, also similar. It's similar to the tutorial center too. So there will be virtual for the hub. That's the skill center. There will be virtual and there will be on-ground staffs. The on-ground staffs will work similar to the tutorial center staffs. When they have the time is when. Then we would have another set, or depending on the skills that I see with the hub guys, depending, and if anybody is ready to cut in. I don't know if, that's where your expert is coming. I wanted to say if anybody wants to cut in extra money, but something else is, for that hub, the difference with it and tutorial center, aside just doing maybe 6 months training, 3 months, is there would be like periodical hangouts, like a tech in Lagos, where we bring in somebody to come meet and speak with them, or we do like a hackathon. Yeah. So that's why I said depending on the skills of those people.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, those that would be remote are people who, one, are not based in Lagos. So most of those that I have are outside the country, in fact. So what those ones are, they are mentors. So for every student who is in the skills, part of the package that we want to offer is they get mentored by someone in any of the big five, in Meta, Google, Bloomberg, Amazon. I'm trying to remember the fifth one. Coincidentally, a lot of my past students work in these places. So I've subtly started speaking to them over time that 2 weeks, 1 week. I think a 2 weeks mentorship would not be bad. Again, I don't want to hamper too much on them because there's no way I will be able to pay that kind of mentorship. This is somehow a paid forward and a give back, courtesy of, yes, maybe whatever it is I've done or been in their life before, and also they also building their portfolio. So, I mean, I believe in honor and giving, and I know I definitely would also want to do something for them. Yeah. So I'm looking at 2 weeks. Why? Because I also want something that would help us sell and something that will still benefit the students. So the idea is I have learned UI, UX now. Uche is currently in Meta. So I've been given a project to do by Edu Republic, for example. I'm doing it. Uche is not telling me the solution. He's a UX UI person with Meta. He's not telling me the solution, but he's just guiding me and saying, do you want to look at it this way? Then the final 2 weeks, he does assessment. I can put that in my LinkedIn or portfolio to just say, oh, I've worked with someone as a mentor. Then the other example my students, these my past students that I mentioned gave me is, can they give a project they are actually working with? But what I've told them is, I'm not a lawyer, but what I've been looking at in my head is I also want a case of data protection. I don't want to be in breach of any company. Yeah. So even if, yes, I know you want to do this, I don't know what the laws of bringing their work is. So I don't want to breach anything, which is all indirectly also what we want to teach our students, that this whole thing will protect. So it's literally like a lot of package in one. So I don't know what you would advise. 2 weeks, 1 month. 2 weeks could be a stretch, because what I'm aiming for is at least meet once a week with your mentor, 1 hour. People have so much they are doing. Yeah. So please just look through everything. I know that if I ask for 1 month, the good thing is these guys we've known each other for years, so it won't hamper. So that if it means I have to put students together, maybe 2 to 1 mentor. So that's the one with the hub. So those are the ones that are the remote people. Let me see, who is remote again? I really don't want to do remote teaching, but if there's a need for it where a student cannot come in and they want remote learning.
Okay.
Yeah.
What platform will you use for the remote learning?
That will be Zoom.
Okay.
That's why I was asking you that which platform is this? I've not seen this before, to be honest. But that will be Zoom that I have in mind for now. If I don't use Zoom, because I've been in some classes and I've seen some things people are doing with Zoom. I'm like, okay, wonderful. But I've not decided on that. So if there's any suggestion there too. Then the last one, which is the content creation, on ground, but remote as well. The good thing about this content creation is they don't even need to come daily. Yeah, except maybe to come. It also depends on timetable to come and capture what is going, or if they want to talk about anything that has to do with any of these three, they can come and capture. But they have strictly their own calendar that they need to focus on. It's not only what happens in the college. I mean, then that's going to be pride if you think you're the only one that has news around education. So the idea is, when they are there, is so one of what I want to do, I want to be able to have a space in this place that I want to get, such that they can do recording. So it filters noise. They can do recording, they can do shooting. So it saves us a lot on studio. Yeah. So they are only there for maybe editing and shooting content and putting content together. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's for remote, the remote ones would be those that are doing it. I'm also trying to avoid the case of someone telling me they don't have internet. If not, I would have said remote would be, for this content creation, remote would be the social platform managers, every of the social media managers. However, having dealt with people for a while, people can be telling me stories about internet, and I don't want to be frustrated. So I don't know. It depends on how do you think we should manage this, really.
Do you know that you lost me for some minutes? My internet took me out.
Okay, what was the last thing you heard?
It's back now. It was the content that they are creating. They are talking about space. The space for recording, editing, and shooting content.
Yes. So I was saying that the only reason anybody would be remote, the only remote people that I have in mind for content are those who will be social media managers. However, I'm torn with that part, because the constant excuse I've gotten from people that are supposed to manage social media for me has been maybe internet, NEPA, all of that, and it's a bit frustrating. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating. So I was saying that just look, how do we manage this? I am, to be honest with you, and I think maybe you must have picked this a little from me. I'm not the person who is big on it has to be 9 to 5. Even if it's 5 hours you give and everything is done on time, there's no way it will suffer for the rest of. There is no way it will suffer for the rest of the day. So yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's like your brain is beaming with so much ideas,
Rebecca.
So,
and you know how the Holy Spirit, like, I'm just like, I will write it down. I will normally, if I write some things down, maybe work that I'm supposed to do with my 9 to 5, I'll forget where I wrote it. But this one, it remind me, this is where you wrote this one that I told you, go and carry it. So that's why I said, I think I've run away from Lagos enough. I can't run again. Yeah.
Okay, so starting with the tutorial centers, which you're already getting a venue for.
Yes.
I'm looking at all that you have on ground. I'll be thinking that they should be, although this tutorial center and skill center, they are similar, even the content creation, this thing. But the only reason why I will advise for them to be separate companies will only be in the aspect of taxes, handling of accounts, and maybe liabilities, right? But
okay.
And also be that management too, because you don't want to have maybe so many people reporting to you on. I'm looking at merging some, because this tutorial center, I'm looking at that is similar to what Edu Republic is doing, right?
Yes.
Just like this one is now like on ground.
Yes.
And mostly all of them. Mostly all of them. I don't know. In my own mind, I'm just thinking that all of
Actually,
these
yeah. Thank you for.
names.
I'm happy that we had this session. You know, as I was explaining it to you, the only
Yeah.
difference there is content creation.
And content creation is it's not even supposed, it's not even like the way it is now, like in our
Mm,
world and all of that. It's not even something that you can do without whatever line of business you are doing.
hmm.
So yes, is we're looking at a content creation academy where we are
Hmm.
teaching people now how to create content and all of that. So we now say that's another academy on its own,
I see.
right? But because the way it's looking like okay, the news, they what they'll be doing in this content creation, you said is spreading news around
Yes.
education, right?
Yes.
And education. Okay. So I really think that all of this can stand on their own
Okay.
in the sense that it's not going to be a separate company,
Okay.
but we can have
Okay.
a brand name for the three of them,
Okay.
a brand name for them. Either we are using Edu tutorial or prep classes or Edu skill center or Edu social media, this thing. Or
Mm-hmm.
maybe carve out any, just is for the purpose of administration and, someone else trying to, take advantage of something that you've already built that have gained popularity. So
Okay.
maybe we can do it in the sense that we have we'll have it trademarked. That's the name of each of these different ambits of the
Okay.
company. But as time goes on, when they start growing and you see that this is turning to something mighty, of course, that's
Mm,
what it would be. We
mm.
can then decide to open a company each for each and every one of them,
Okay.
then bring them under an umbrella.
Okay.
Bring them under umbrella. That's when you now have your Edu Republic Holding Company.
Okay. Okay. So my
That's
question
now the
is,
one that houses, does not house all of this.
okay.
So is it something you want to start right away, or let's just trademark? Of course, if you trademark in the name of Edu Republic,
Mm,
and tomorrow it stands on its own, of
mm,
course, we can just move it to the parent company, the right company
mm,
that owns it. But just because of that mindset of when you building startup, you should start small. So I'm looking at, since you
mm.
already have a company on ground,
Yeah.
and what we are the next step that we are taking, which is the tutorial prep class, is has almost the same business objectives with Edu
Okay.
Republic. So we can say, if you have come up with a name or a logo for it, we'll trademark it. We'll
Okay.
trademark and start putting the structures in place.
Okay.
That means every administration will be under Edu Republic
Okay.
as a limited liability company. As they grow and we feel a need, because no matter how you do it now, you are even starting out with the funds and accounts from Edu Republic, right?
Exactly. Yes.
So that's it's the Edu Republic that is funding this.
Yes.
So everything that we need is is going off on its when and well, yes, that reminds me. As we are also funding this from Edu Republic, we're documenting, so that when it starts off on its own, it can pay whatever funds that was injected from Edu
Oh,
Republic.
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that for the sake of accounts and taxes and all of that, because if we start off like this, it's just as if the company generated one fund like that somewhere, because there are supposed to be tax reliefs. There's supposed to be tax reliefs for investments.
Okay.
Tax relief for investments. I need to tax relief for investments. Yes. So we're documenting that. Now that you said we were supposed to start, I think I wrote a date. Not a date where you said you wanted to start. Okay, if they finish by April. So, okay, ending of April. Say something ending of April.
So let's
Okay,
look at
ending of
beginning of
April.
yeah.
Okay. So what it means is you already have on ground the outline. That's the strategy as to the courses that will be taught.
Yes.
The courses that will be taught. Okay, courses to be taught. So I will be able to determine how many persons do we need.
Yes.
Okay.
That's in terms of staff.
Yes. Okay. Courses to be taught, staff.
Yeah.
Resources that is needed. Documentation. Licensing. I think there's no licensing in this. But can you let me just run down like courses that we are looking at here?
Yeah. So front-end development, back-end development, data science, data analysis, full stack development, UI and UX design.
Okay.
Yes.
One was for skill center.
That's for skill center. For tutorial, maths, English, all the basic sciences, because there's going to be classes for people taking WAEC, which is GCE, because it's passed for this year already. JAMB, NECO.
Okay.
Yes. So everybody receiving an exam.
Okay. So we need teachers for each of these courses, and okay, you mentioned something about maybe people that want to make an extra cash. So maybe maybe one teacher that can teach maybe more than one subject.
Exactly.
Okay.
I know science teachers are that way sometimes. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Having said that, like how the pay is supposed to be?
I was thinking monthly, but again, I was asking myself, is that going to be, would it be appealing? Because for one class, it's going to be a maximum of 1 hour, 30 minutes.
Yes. And how many times in a week?
In a week, at least 2 times a week for a subject.
Okay.
Yes.
Times a week in a subject. So then we have 4 weeks.
Yes.
Okay. No. I think if you're deciding 1 month, I think it's just best. It's just I think it's a matter of negotiation. Because with the teachers and all.
Yes.
Then what's like the payment model for the people that are coming for that's for the students?
Also it's going to be 1 per month.
Okay.
That's how often they have been.
Yes, how they make their payments.
For any no, okay, sorry, let me take that back. For these subjects per month, for the
Yes.
skills, um, because the skills are more expensive.
Of course. Of course.
We can have an installment payment.
Okay. Okay. My internet is not frozen, right?
It's not frozen. No, I don't know of Nigerian internet. Rebecca, leave me. I don't know.
Anything again. So I want to make sure that it's not frozen.
I just remember there's
Because
something
oh
else with
wait,
these skills. So you know one of the challenges of
this
skills
skill
is,
set.
can you hear me?
You said I can
So
hear
you
you.
know
You
one
said
of the
what?
challenges,
Yes, I can hear
I just
you.
remember one of the challenges of this skills thing is having to get projects to do as a student, especially if you are new. They don't know what you've done before. They don't know if you can mess their website up. This might be a bit of a stretch, but again, I was thinking that after the program we're done, we can do, especially maybe to the best, maybe 2, 3 students for that cohort, we can do an internship with them where they do maybe a 2 or 3 months internship so that they have something more in their portfolio. The good thing is we get jobs from foreign companies. So we give them that project to do, but they won't do it alone. Yeah, someone would help them work alongside. Maybe the tutor of that would help so that it's a case of I'm working on it, you're working on it. Then we paid for that same internship this time around, we pay them a stipend.
Okay.
Yeah. So that it's I mean we pay that's why it's called a stipend, because once they start earning their own money, it's going to be what a ripple more than whatever it is that we're paying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I
Mm-hmm.
just glad now that I didn't mention that, so that again we also have laws guiding that thing.
Okay. And just it would majorly be drafting of agreements. Agreements to protect parties' interests,
Yes.
intellectual property, and data protection. Okay. All right. I think I'll need to digest all of this.
I know. But I think this helps me because thank you. Sometimes, it's in your head, you're not sure. So if I understand, everything should just be
Yeah.
under one for now. I like that actually. It does. I don't
Yes.
think it puts a mental burden on me looking at it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So we still work with it as Edu Republic.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
If you
Makes
have a
sense.
special name, if you have a special name that you want to carve out for each of them for purpose of administration, we can decide to because all of these things that you are doing, especially for this skill center and social media, like you're saying it, I'm already seeing. I have a mental picture in my head
Yeah.
because I have this is it Triford Africa that I attended trainings with them, and I know
Yeah.
that they are teaching different aspects, and it's still the
Exactly.
same. It's the
Model.
same
Okay.
organization. Yes, the
Mm.
same organization, the same everything. And as I'm looking at it, I'm looking at I don't know. I know you. Yes, you're talking about being on ground and all of that, but it's going to at some point it's going to be virtual.
Yeah.
It's going to be virtual. It's going to be strictly maximizing technology and all of that. So it's basically the same company. It's basically the same company, but you maybe at the back end of administration and accounts and all of that, we're able to separate funds that are coming for this particular place and know what is what.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I just remembered. I'm like I said, I don't want to be involved in any recruitment thing, but there are two people I want to bring from Ibadan, from my Ibadan place to this place. And this is because having worked with them, I've seen they know the style. And
yes.
yeah, they know the style.
And
They
even
know
what you want to reproduce.
exactly. So yeah, a girl and a boy. Then what I have been thinking in my head, of course, I know I will provide accommodation for that, especially for the girl, for of course safety reasons, since she's a lady. Yeah, but I just thought let me mention that to you too.
Okay. So you are going to pay for the accommodation, or you have somewhere where they can stay?
I'll pay for the accommodation because my dad is not even sending me any message. I hinted him, but he didn't even send. He not even send. I don't send. So I don't want to rely on it. What I wanted to get before, I don't even know what happened with the landlord. But again, still blessings. It's like a block of. It would have had an accommodation. But now I would get an accommodation. The good thing with this is because it's not something I want to continue to do, to have to pay for housing. Yeah, but for this start, yes, I can. But then who says we can't pay for housing if I'm getting my money? I don't know. It's just because I know that Rebecca, you will come and say, this is the money you want to pay. It's okay. But yeah, I don't know. I've not made any move towards that. So whatever it is that what would you just look at it, what we would advise? Yeah.
Because the way I'm looking at it is that you are going to bring other staff on ground. So let it not be like, okay, so why is the company paying for these people's application but not mine? But okay, we understand that you are the one that, because if a company should strictly request for people to leave their location to come to the location, of course it has to. And it's also a proper way to say, maybe put it for some time. As you continue to pay them their salary, they should be able to get an accommodation. So we have to put a time frame to the time.
Yes.
And also discuss with the people, so that it will not be, those kind of, I think we've had a case like that. Some people going to sue a company and say we're on our own, and they brought us to this place, so that it will not be later now when you say the house rent for this place have expired. But of course, at some point, Edu Republic is going to be able to afford accommodation for their staff.
Yeah.
Even if it means just maybe putting a starting percentage. That's okay.
Yes, that's true. Okay.
So
okay, I think I like that end part.
It's now to know what their responsibilities will be. Are they tutors?
For the lady, I want her to do. I'm looking at she just overseeing everything because she's worked as a tutor, and the reason for that is in case any tutor is not, if there's need for somebody to jump into a class quickly, she can. She has experience with that. She has experience with study abroad, so I know that is literally me replicating myself. Yeah. Then I know what she doesn't. What I am a bit shaky with her on is maybe leadership. Yeah. But I've spoken to her about it in the past year, severally. Because she has a small frame, so people can tend to. But I know if she has the right training, she has a teachable spirit, yeah. But if she has the right training and all, yes, she would be able to. So overseeing everything, more as to be sure everything is what it should be. Everybody is supposed to do what they are supposed to. And in case someone is not available or someone just disappears suddenly. Someone who can step in. She's done that a lot. Yeah, she's done that a lot, even without having to ask. Then for the guys, strictly academics. That one does not know anything, organization. He teaches and teaches. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. That's fine. I've taken notes of everything. So do you have a specific name for all of this? Or you just the general heading of prep classes? Do you just have one special name you want to call them and all of that?
If I'll call them, honestly, I'll call them Edu Republic Hub. If
Yeah.
I have, Edu Republic Hub, yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to say agency because I know they do agency.
Eh?
I don't want to say agency. They've been shouting agency. See, I don't want to do agency. And I don't want to be put in that box where you say study abroad. Somehow I've been feeling so guilty about it with what I'm seeing with Nigeria and brain drain. So no more. I've been feeling like I've been contributing to this mess, you see. So not study. If I have my way, which I've been telling them, I think they actually thought I'm joking because they see that yes, money is coming in for it. But if I have my way, I actually don't want to do that part again because there comes a time you're just thinking, what am I doing really? Like there's no impact in. Yes, I'm making money, but it's like taking people out. I don't know. But so yes, no consultant, Edu Republic Hub, so that you come and as you are stepping out, you can never be the same again. Yeah.
I think the hub, like just like the hub is the name. Is the name actually because like with the picture I'm seeing in my head, I'm just seeing like just this normal these innovation hubs that are around,
Yeah.
right? So you're running already. So you're running already, having maybe a big building like that, well
Mm,
designed, and
mm.
each arm facing their own,
Exactly.
just like you lesson does that or something like that. And
Exactly.
of course, it's the same money that you are making in all of that you are now using to give back
Mm,
because that's it's definitely a public that is going to fund all of this.
exactly.
So you're not the one that told them to leave the country,
Well,
but it depends on what the Holy Spirit is telling you, Sha. So yeah, I think it's a lot. I need to even take like maybe one day to think all of this through
Amen.
and draft some
Yes. Let me tell you
because
some of
it's
what
a
I
lot.
need. I
Mm,
need I don't know. I don't know what if it's called, yeah, but I need a company policy.
okay.
Structure.
Mhm.
Mm, you're the one that work on JD now.
Yes.
Yes. I know we'll still have a session where I'll explain maybe what I'm looking for with each person. JD, then everything you would need from my end everything you would need from my end, licensing,
Okay.
documentation and all. But I need a proper then I need a proper company policy structure. Do they call it book now? Handbook or something, so that one crop can train another crop and all of that, and it's still following the same way. Then I wanted to check with you, what would you advise for this start now? Rebecca has done freeze again. Let's see if we should just beg your network in Nigeria.
Thank you.
What would you advise? Do we go for an in-house accountant, HR, which I think is what you're actually doing, especially HR, or for now, this is outsourced?
accounts?
Yes.
Or in-house?
Yes.
Okay. It's not at some point you will need someone in-house.
Okay.
But I don't know of it's being an accounts and HR. Okay, so that means, are you looking at having one person doing the HR and accounts, or
No,
a
it's two
different
different. I know
person?
it's two different things. Because one is figure now,
Okay.
the other one is people. One thing I'm very particular about is I need people to be comfortable, both staff
Okay.
and clients.
Okay.
Yeah, I need people to know that we are looking out for you. I need people to be comfortable. So that's why I'm happy to do any payments that he has to do for people to be well skilled. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, because I'm thinking, if there's an in-house accountant, what would the person be doing daily? I know.
Most of that's why because if we have HR, if you have HR that is skilled in using all this account software, yes, there will really not be an issue. So if you have like for me, I don't have any in-house accountant, but I have an accountant, because just like end of the year, he comes in and say, where are the records, where
Exactly.
what is, we balance accounts, we pay taxes, and bye bye, we go. It's just for let there be someone inside to document everything. So that's why I was saying that even the HR, because being that the HR will at some point be administering salaries. And at this point, that will be basically what you are going to be doing, except the admin part that you
Yes.
can put in one thing or the other for supplies around the
Okay.
office. But majorly, it's not, you can even, I think, even the payments that they will be paying to you, either you are using all of these payment platforms or they are paying directly to accounts. So it's not like they're coming to give anybody cash.
No.
They're not.
Yes.
So I really think, let's get HR
Okay.
that is most times they even miss it. They put it together as admin HR. So the
Okay.
person that's like a generalist that does admin and HR, but at least the person that is compassionate enough to, I know you want to make sure that your staff are comfortable and all of that, right? So that let's just run with accounting softwares. When
Okay.
the money is not too much, and you know that you have, just like when we are branching out, because we are just starting with this one, if we now
Yes.
have all of them running at the same time here, and you know that the accountant now have work to be doing every day in, day out, yes, you
Okay.
can come in.
All right. Makes
Yes.
sense.
So we're running the lean startup way. We're starting small to launch out
Okay.
and all of that. Yes.
Okay.
So I think we is to document all of this thing, draw it up as a plan. Today is what? Today is Friday. That's in this coming week. Don't worry, I have people now to help me out and all of that.
No, wala. I think what else I didn't ask is for the people that you would recruit, you would also be handling the
Yes,
onboarding, Abby, and training.
yes, yes,
Okay. Okay.
yes. Then you now tell us you want the HR person to be on ground immediately.
No. So I don't know. Do you do HR package?
Eh, like which of them?
I don't know. I'm really confused on that part. Yeah.
Because if we're setting up, it's just like the same way, the same plan that we drew up for Edu Republic the last time. Because the main thing is we are putting the structure, like
Yes.
your company policies, the documentation, and all of these things that needs to be on ground, right?
Yes.
We are we are putting it on ground first. So that means all that the HR is coming in to now be doing subsequently is updating of such records. Be that maybe some people that are on probation for 3 months, make sure that when their papers when they expire, you give them their permanent letters.
Okay.
Then we look at employee benefits. The people that they are looking at maybe payments of taxes, pensions, and all of that. So that will just be an ongoing stuff. So it's just like somebody have put a structure in place. Yours now is now to maintain it. To maintain it as even minimal effort to maintain it. Because I don't know if you also even, because most of these teachers, just like you are saying, you acknowledge the fact that some of them will be doing other jobs.
Exactly.
So that means, so that means most of them are not even with you full time.
Exactly.
They just have an agreement. They just have an agreement with you. So what will the HR be doing?
Exactly.
Really? Like now you just have two persons. Two person around, that is admin, HR, then these two people that you are bringing on board. Bringing on board another person that is a tutor and all of that is a contract.
Exactly.
It's a contract for a certain period, and those people, you don't have much obligation when it comes to people that are on contracts and all of that. It's when they are full-time staff. That's when we can be talking about all of those things. So let's put the structure in place, everything that we need for HR department, which an admin person can run.
Okay.
Being that you just have two full-time staff for now.
Yeah.
Okay. But when we get to 3 staff, that's when we can talk about, because pension
Exactly.
and the rest. Because according to when you have over 3 staff, that you can start paying pension. So if we now get to that stage, we'll put all of those structures in there. But for now, the foundation is what we are laying. Let the admin person be managing it. Anytime they need our inputs, we are coming in to check up like what's going on and all of that.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. My final question. So whatever you are sending me is maybe the plan, then also the services you're doing and the cost.
Okay.
Because we have not talked of cost. It's the cost you are sending.
You will send the cost. We are to market.
You are sending the cost of your services.
Yes. I am. Thank you. You know
why I asked, like, true. It's true, because I don't understand that message that you sent me in January. I'm like, what's this girl and who? That's why I said, at the time, but I didn't remember. That's why I said, you are sending the cost. You are sending the cost, Rebecca. Don't try it.
Like, hey, I beg go that you put this clarity section. I beg this. Let me do this free clarity session for a while. I beg. That's what me, I was thinking. No, indeed I delayed on that. I know the loopholes, and you know, our God is God of excellence. We have to do things right. So
when I sent it to Funke
when I flop and all of that,
was like, I'm sure she has just finished one recruit. Just be looking at Rebecca, leave Rebecca. I'm like, see, I don't understand. Like, why would she even think?
All right. I never think anything serious. And I've been looking like, I want to see you. I mean, her mind just like, what's doing this one?
As in, because honestly, I just saw it. I was like, I now took all Funke. I was like, see what Rebecca just sent me. She now said, see, I'm sure she just finished one retreat and she's just feeling one kind, like, just leave her. I was now laughing. I said, no, that she should never feel that. Like, why? Please, I beg, send cost. They don't come.
So this Edu Republic. This Edu Republic, I don't know, me, I'm loving the name already. So is the other one, the other logo, is it trademarked already?
No.
It's trademarked already?
No.
At all. So I know that one. So now, are we working with this trademark or this one? The Edu Republic Hub. Because it's going to
Edu Republic Hub
as an umbrella.
Yes.
For many things, and before you know it, it's going to be a tech, an edu tech, something that's both
Yes,
online
that's
and
the
all.
goal. Yeah.
So
Edu
so
Republic
are
Hub.
you going to come up Edu Republic Hub? Yes,
Yeah.
and it's housing all of this. So we need
Yeah.
to trademark it too.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're looking at that, even trademarking it and also trademarking the Edu Republic itself, the parent company.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I don't know this Edu Republic now, because you have an idea, is bringing in together so many things. So you want to think about the logo for it.
I can't still work with what I have, Abby.
Does
That's
it
me being lazy.
represent all of this thing that you are building
It doesn't
and the
actually.
ideas
It
that
just
will
has
come
Africa.
tomorrow too?
It just has Africa.
That's a good one, because I think the initiative is like it's focusing on Africa.
Yeah, it just has Africa. So think of logo.
Okay.
I don't know what logo that I'm thinking of. Oh.
It's something that I have to do tech something.
Okay. Do you have someone that works around this for you?
Yeah, I have someone. But
Okay.
maybe okay, he will send you something to ask questions so that you'll be able to get it, because I don't know
Exactly what I
him.
want to
I
ask.
don't waste time with him. Once I just give him something, I don't know how he does it, but I guess it's a gift. He
Yeah.
just comes up with the right logo for me and the rest.
That's why I was asking that. Do you have some? Because honestly, Rebecca is giving me one. These are the things I'm saying that don't. This part, like, no. Oh my God, do not. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would work. So if he can reach out, so whatever I need to feel and what it would so that I explain what I see in whatever I need to feel, then we can do our costing. Yeah, that would work.
Okay. So that's it.
Yes, ma'am. For communication, admin@edurepublic.org. That's me and me alone. Nobody looks at that. I
Me
look at
at
it, admin@edurepublic.org.
okay.
Hmm.
Okay. 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 Anything else?
None for now.
Okay. So work on all of that and get back to you within this week.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. This is so helpful and it's really clarity. No kidding.
Really everything.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think that it's made me less anxious, to be honest, because
Okay.
I think it compartmentalized everything, because you see how it was all like, I'm like, oh my
All the
God.
business ideas scattered here
Yeah.
and there and all of that.
So
Yes, I
this
get.
is real clarity for me. Like, okay, so I know what I'm focusing on. Yeah.
This is good review for me. I'm going to share it on my page.
I kid you
A
not. Like,
wonderful
yeah.
section with.
Thank
you so much.
Yeah. I mean, see me listing all of it and saying that I want to start with this one. I want to start with this one. Like, nah. Yeah. It's good. It's good clarity for me, really.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for the feedback. I deeply appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. So just like I said, we'll get back to you. Wishing you all the best, safe travels, and all of
Thank
that.
you. All right.
All
Thank
right.
you. Bye.
Thank you. All right. Bye. I'll end the call now. Roman, please hold on.
I think I need to leave it now.
Brahma, can you hear
Yes, I can hear you.
Why you sounding like somebody that is hungry?
I'm not hungry. MTN was playing with my
Yes,
head during this meeting.
yes, sir.
I said MTN, and I don't know, my network was bad, very bad. It kept on going off. I had to be reconnecting every like few minutes.
Yeah, I noticed that, and
Yes.
thank God that we use this platform because right now the call is being recorded.
Yes, I can see it from here.
Yeah, so that's what I love about it. So that when we are done, I can send you the link. I
Okay,
can
and then I
send you
can just
link.
rewatch. Yes.
Yes, you can rewatch, and because what she said is a lot, right?
Yes. In
Thank
fact, I
God. I
mean, I
think
got I got a lot of the things that she said. It's just like those few minutes that I was disconnected that I missed. But I would rewatch it and then still fill in all the gaps that I missed.
yes, yes. So what we are looking at now, because what the company is already in existence, right?
Okay.
So we're not talking about company registration.
Okay.
What we are looking at is trademark registration to be able to trademark what she's doing already,
Okay.
right? So we are doing a total company setup now.
Yeah.
Company setup is, I know you've researched on this, so you already have an idea what we're talking about.
Yes.
Business registration is out of the way. We're
Yes.
moving on to remember, please write it down as to for us to check taxes and the rest, just like she mentioned. I think I
Yeah.
didn't even write it down. Especially looking at Lagos State. We'll
Okay.
find out if there are special taxes in Lagos
Okay.
that governs the edu space, the
Okay.
education space, being that she's going to be on ground. You know, Lagos people, they don't play with their taxes,
At
and they
all.
go after company. They go
Yes.
after companies. So um document that we are going to ask for tax clearance certificates. If they have been
Okay.
paying, what's the update?
Okay.
What is the update? Because this company is going to be an offshoot of the other one, right?
Yes.
Then company registration, we move on to taxes. Now we move on to trademark registration. We're trademarking Edu Republic Hub and
Okay.
the earlier company that was registered.
Okay.
We're trademarking that. After we're done with talking about trademark, we're talking about licenses. Please research to know whether there are licenses.
For educational
I
and
Yeah,
tech.
for EduTech, because
Okay.
obviously we are talking about EduTech now,
Yes, ma.
right? So you are checking, are there licenses
Okay.
that EduTech supposed to acquire before they can run, both generally and in Lagos State.
Okay, ma.
All right. So after we are done with licensing, the next thing will be
Okay.
employees. You have heard that we're going to be making use of independent contractors.
Okay.
Independent
Yes, yes.
contractors, yeah, because some of those teachers that will be coming
They might have
on
other
ground,
jobs.
then yes, they have other jobs. And we have people, we have teachers. Is it teachers now?
Tutors.
No, the admin person, people that are going to be on ground. The two people
Okay.
she mentioned for
She
now.
mentioned yes, yes.
Yes. And I think one of them is going to be the general administrator.
Yes, and then
She
the
also
second one
teaches,
she said is in education.
yeah. But looking at it now, the same person, because she's saying that the person is also used to standing for other people in their classes. So what it means is
Yeah.
that the person will also be teaching.
Yes.
So now we will need to streamline how the line of authority is going to be. Because if the
Okay.
person is still going to be teaching, we'll have to be looking at, do we need another administrator,
Okay.
right? That'll be on ground. Even if I know whether is it that the administrator will be reporting to her or she will be reporting, because she already has a relationship with the
Yes.
boss, right? Then we are dealing with documentation for both independent contractors and full-time staff.
Okay.
And we're dealing with their employment letters, and we're dealing with their company policy.
Yes.
What else?
The onboarding and training.
Yeah. Onboarding and training. Now, the question is, what kind of training does those teachers need? Because most of them, like every teacher is under this teacher council or something, what they call their council, or that they have their certificates
TRCN.
and the rest. So I don't know the kind of training now we'll be looking at for them. What kind of training would they need?
Well, maybe the kind of training they would need is maybe relating to how to work with whatever platforms they might be using for students who would want to like take virtual classes.
They are not starting out immediately with virtual classes, so
Okay.
because just like she was saying, maybe some people that will request for virtual classes, that she was talking about using Zoom.
Yes.
Yeah, I know she's talking about using Zoom, but the ultimate, what I'm looking at already is all these online platforms, all these edutechs.
Yes.
So she may want to just be managing like this, but that's where we're going.
Yes.
So yes, you are correct. We'll have to train those people in the aspect of, because it may turn out that most of them are not tech savvy and all of that.
Yes.
So yeah, that's a good one. Then maybe organizational, company culture, and all of that.
Yes.
So from your own opinion, what do you think? What else are you looking at?
Well, you already said everything that I was, because I made a list of the things that we would like be talking about, and I put documentation, structure, licensing, company policy. Okay, yes, and then HR and finance, whether we're outsourcing or we're going to get an in-house admin. But you said that the person that will do admin should have a bit of knowledge of finance and those accounting stuff. Then I wrote
Software.
onboarding and training. Then I wrote pension. You said if there are like 3 staffs on ground. Yes, that's all I wrote here in the list that I made.
Perfect. So nice to work on it, to document it.
Yes.
I know I said I was going to work on something to show you a sample of how I send either whether it's legal opinion or general this thing
Mm-hmm.
to clients, so that it will help you, because repeating the same English that is on all those. Okay, what I mean is this: our clients that are educated,
Yes.
they research the same thing that we see online. They see it,
Yes.
right? So what it means is that when they're asking us to come in, what they need is break it in the simplest of English, of the way I will understand it.
Yes.
No matter how educated they are, they want you to break it down, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we are breaking it down and telling them the action plan. We're letting them, yeah, I like the way you started that now, that no goods, no cosmetics can be brought into Nigeria without being registered with NAFDAC. Yes, that's the way to go. I'll show you something else like that. So we start with the problem on ground. Our client is seeking to register so and so or set up this kind of company in Nigeria. We write it as heading, right?
Yes.
Then we go downwards to say that's just like that general position, the position of the law. We say according to NAFDAC or so and so, no goods, cosmetic or food can be brought into Nigeria without being registered with NAFDAC.
Yes.
That's general position. So because of this position of the law, we shall therefore be taking steps as to register this, or maybe you are still on that continuing with what NAFDAC said and said every goods or whatever that will be registered with NAFDAC is categorized into this or that.
Yes.
And having said all of that, looking at our clients' business or whatever it is that they want to register, we feel that it falls under this particular class. Here are the step-by-step guide to register it. When we are done, the most important fact that will be there is the processes, the documentation, time frame, and the fees.
Okay.
And the fees, yes. So basically, and I wanted to give you a little bit of background, like the clients we are working with now. Originally, I was doing HR consultancy for them, right? Because I studied HR too. So at some point, I was facing HR until I just felt like it was not interesting.
Why?
I just felt dealing with humans is a lot, right? So even for myself, I have to, you see that I have to involve Stephanie. I have to give it out.
Yes.
Bring her on board, and I paid her for it and all of that. Just because of the hassle, because I already, even if I wanted to, it would not have been possible again because my hands were full and I could not have been able to do everything that she did for us to arrive here. Yeah, because the way it is right now, just like I told you, I first of all, I wanted to say, because this is Friday, I was like, I'm going to talk with you like at least 1 week after us working together. So the part of we've already concluded on the way our format of what we're writing to her is, right?
Yes, we have.
Do you have question? Then so we can now move to our personal meeting.
Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
I think you answered. I think she asked the same question, but my network was like breaking, so I didn't hear your answer. So, if somebody wants to have like an umbrella company, like a company that has like different would I say businesses that are maybe somehow connected, what kind of registration would we do for that kind of business or for that kind of company?
You usually start with subsidiaries. You can have subsidiaries.
Okay.
You can open another company that will stand on its own, open, like maybe have up to 3. When they're up to 3 and 4, you can bring them together and call them a holding company.
Okay.
Yes, a holding company. I did an article on that thing before. I'll find it. And that reminds me, I don't see you liking or sharing our articles. Why?
Can I be honest?
Be honest.
I'm hardly on Instagram.
Okay.
So most times I'm always on Snapchat or TikTok, but I will take Instagram seriously now so I can be sharing our articles and
I think
posts for
seriously,
Advanced
maybe
Medical.
you're going to introduce us into that world of TikTok
Yes,
and
honestly, because
Snapchat.
I feel like more comfortable on TikTok than like on Instagram. Instagram is, I don't know, there's a way you have to be prim and proper, but then on TikTok is just very raw.
Serious. It's only LinkedIn that I'm seeing that light. That's why
No,
I'm not even posting it.
LinkedIn is serious. Then Instagram is, serious.
Okay. Oh my God, I just remembered this guy
What's
that's
that
working
one?
on this flyer. Oh Lord.
Has he sent it?
So I just remember that he has not sent it, and I want to, because I want to run an advert. If it's not
Okay.
on Instagram, even sharing on your
On
distance
WhatsApp,
status.
yes.
Mm, it's because the goal is to reach more people.
Yes, I'll do that. I'll share my story and I'll share
So
on
I
Snap as well because I have like a lot of people on Snap that are business oriented and company oriented.
see. I think you need to teach me that stuff because I think that it's on serious people that are there.
See, personally, I feel like mindset actually works. So when I wanted to start the Lash Geek, I just told
Mm,
myself that I wanted to be serious on TikTok and on Snapchat. I left
mm,
Instagram. Instagram is, I don't know, it's hard work for me. I don't know why. And then funny enough, the people I said like that started adding me on Snap, they were very like serious minded people, like people who are like into business. And it wasn't just people that, how the stereotype for Snapchat is how people are
yeah.
very useless on there, yes. But then I started like meeting people who are, business oriented, people that, have businesses that they're just promoting. And so
Just
I
even
mean, I don't
seeing how you work, Seth. How does it even work there? Because in my mind, forgive me, but you're like Snapboard. That place where there are, is it stickers or what? What do you call that thing? There's something that they used to gather. I'm trying
yes,
to remember.
streaks, those streaks, like every day they
And
send
streaks, I
streaks.
was like, I said, what the heck? What are they talking about?
Yes, I mean, it's just the
Eh,
people that add you up, or people that you add, that's, that matters. If you add people who like all they have in their head is okay, let's send streaks or do ahead, then you just be having people that are sending streaks. But I mean, if you structure your Snap account to be okay, serious, okay, I'm a business person, I do this so kind of thing. I mean, people like run a lot of ads on Snapchat and they actually do get a lot of customers on Snap.
eh, we're missing out
Yes.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you say, did you bring the idea before?
Well, now I'm
You did.
now I'm now I'm
Yes,
talking
yeah, just
about it.
looking at me. Yeah, just look and just like, she's doing
But then
sharp.
we should start on TikTok because I feel like TikTok also is another place that we can actually leverage on.
Okay. So, 'cause the way it is, the way we are going now, yeah, we have seen that we're soon going to pass. It's going to pass two of us.
Yes, it's
I
Willow.
said,
Honestly, we're going very, very, very fast and very, very great.
yeah, I told you because I know I heard clearly. I heard clearly, and just talking with us is already because the way is looking now. I don't know, is you that will travel to Lagos?
Okay,
Yeah, hope you are ready to travel.
I'm ready.
Mhm. So that's why I was telling you that. those TSC thing that you're doing, that one is the list of whatever.
True.
That one is not the work. It's not the
Yes,
work
it
now,
is
because
not.
look at you going to talk with those staff,
Yes.
onboarding them and doing initial training. And
Yes.
there's no way we are going to, and she herself, she doesn't like, she does, she's not favorably disposed to all this virtual whatever. So there's no way
Mm-hmm.
we are going to do this thing and say
At
that
all.
we'll stay here and do video call with those stuff. It's not going to work.
Yes.
And me, I don't know about going to Lagos. This is February. We are entering March.
She said ending of April, right?
Yes. So let's do the documentation first.
And
Have you been to Lagos before?
no, I've not.
Okay. Which of these have you been to?
I've been to Kwara State. I've been to Ibadan. I've been to Osun
You've been to
State.
Kwara State. That's where
I
you schooled
schooled in
now.
Kwara State. Yes, now it's part of the states now. I've been
Okay.
to Niger States. I've been to Delta States. I've been to Edo States. Where else?
Okay. It's not bad.
I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yes. Oh yeah, I've been to
Okay.
Ondo State as well.
Okay.
Yes.
So as it is now, let's also be on the lookout for someone else, because
Okay.
now, just like I told you, yeah. So now let's now just run down how has been the work for you. This is your 1 week. It was a serious 1 week.
Yes, it was. And honestly, I like it. I like it more than I thought I would. So, you know how I've always said, oh, I actually like giving administrative support to people. I mean, it has just been word of mouth. But honestly, now I really, really enjoy it. I I mean, I feel like this is what I was meant to be doing, like from way back. I enjoy it. I enjoy, the research, getting to understand, okay, this is what a company needs. These are the licenses, these are the things that should be put in place. I love that. I mean, I feel like I'm in touch with what I should have been doing since. That's how I feel. It makes me excited. Every time I wake up, I'm like, okay, I'm going to get something done. And I mean, I'm enjoying it. I won't lie. And you're a great boss, so it's not like maybe I'm working with somebody that is that is mean.
So that's a good one.
Yes,
And
ma.
I must commend you. I must commend you. You are doing a great job.
Thank
You
you, ma.
know, you are fast, you're proactive. You know what I'll even need even before I even think of it and all of that. And I must commend you for that. So if we started
Thank
1
you,
week
ma.
like this, so because the way it's looking, I'll definitely be able to leave you with those registrations. But as I'm seeing it, you're not going to be doing registration because you're going to be with me in all of these clarity sessions. That's why I said all these things that I've taught you, document it.
Yes.
You understand? Document it, because somebody will be coming behind you very fast so that you can be
Yes.
able to transfer that to them. Because if once we start this job is a job that I know for certain we are going to start. So
Yes.
it's not like she said it for, because we have been on this. We've been on this for some time, and it's something that she's willing to pay for
Yes.
the work. So that one is even, so this is not even about a salary matter now. It's
Yes.
not a salary matter now, because once you are also taking on more responsibility and all of that, of of course that should be compensated for. And also when you have to travel. So it's also
Yes.
giving you exposure. And
Yes,
being
ma.
that she's also talking about more of trainings, you can also look into it and see some of the trainings you yourself
Can
that,
take, yes.
yeah, and see how that you can factor that in and all of that.
Okay,
So it has been an amazing 1 week with you,
thank you, ma.
and it's a confirmation to me. I think I was listening to something by Awoshika when she was talking about gatekeepers and all, and is a testament to me that if we choose to run business the way God wants us to, He will really be involved. He will
Yes,
be involved because I just like I told you before that I know that God gave it to me. This is the
yes,
testament to that fact, and I'm just excited because she just like AY that just spoke to me. I just made a comment on her post on social media, and she said
yes,
we need to talk.
hmm,
And before you know it, she reached out, and here we are. And
yes,
that's how many are to come.
yes,
So, first of all, you coming was fulfillment of God's promise of what He said.
yes,
Now, have a job on ground that's going to take our time, like we are staffing and all of that.
yes, ma.
So, it's happening faster than we think because this is February that we just started. March now, a lot is already coming.
Yes,
So, we have to be moving fast. We have to also maybe get in someone else,
yes,
maybe
ma.
an intern this time around, an intern or NYC. As time goes on, I know that later part of this year, I'll be bringing in um, a lawyer, a junior lawyer.
Okay,
And what she also said also confirmed that same thing I was telling you, like when she's talking about social media creation and all.
yes,
I told you about me creating content about startups,
yes,
going to all of these startup hubs and creating content around how much they know about what legal protection and all of that.
yes.
Um, yeah, so that's basically it. I'm not sure. Did you later send this thing?
What's
Did you
that,
later
ma?
send the guarantor's letter?
I'm going to send this now. I'm trying to attach the passport I took to the guarantor's form, but every time I attach the passport, I don't know, the picture becomes very blurry. So that's what I've been
Um,
trying to do to make it clear on the form.
so put it on the physical form and then scan it.
She doesn't have a physical passport, so the passport that I have is on my phone.
Oh, okay, okay.
But then I'll tell my brother to help me with that, and we'll see how we
Okay.
can do it.
It's all right. No
So
wahala.
wait, the I'm done with the form, that Google form that you said I should do. I'm done with it. Are we adding any image to it, or we're just going to leave it like that?
That's why I'm waiting for this graphic design. But I'm seeing his message
Okay,
where he said I should attach my picture as a document. So that's
okay,
what I want to do for him now.
okay.
Then yes, I needed to tell you the game plan for that for March.
Yes,
So now, when he's done with the flyer, when he's done with the flyer,
yes, ma.
I'm going to run an advert.
Okay,
We're going to run an advert. We're going to run an advert and we're attaching, oh God, I have a meeting at 4. So
oh,
let me see. Is this something I can leave with you? Um, Canva. Do you have Canva account?
yes, I do.
Is it the ordinary one or Pro or
The
Canva
ordinary
Pro?
one. The ordinary one.
Okay. Um, how do I do this now? There's a free handbook. I've drafted it before. but I just need to proofread it.
Okay.
Maybe to give it to you to proofread.
Okay,
Let
ma'am.
me see. Let me see. Let me just see and just look at it to give you. I can give you access.
Okay, ma'am.
You have a call coming in.
No, my network just said that the network. So what were you saying? I'm sorry, I didn't get something.
Like the noise is there. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, ma. Can you hear me?
Or maybe you can log out and log back in.
Okay.
You can hear me now. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?